The arrival of your newborn baby is a moment of pure love and joy for the whole family.
I never imagined something like this could happen to me. When I became pregnant, I was overjoyed that having a bundle of joy, in my stomach. But something happened that changed the whole story.
Mrs. Shobowale was a civil servant and her husband was a pastor that was into printing. They led a normal life, not wealthy, but content. Their lives were about to take a dramatic turn.
So I did all the necessary scans that I could do, that the pregnant women used to do. And there was no abnormalities that was detected during the scan. Just say they are twins.
The children were born on July 16, 2003 in Island Maternity Hospital, Lagos, and to everyone's surprise, they were joined at the abdomen and sternum, and their livers had been fused.
I began to cry, and I wonder how they are going to live their normal life. I just cannot imagine. But what I know that they are alive, and I know that they will surely survive.
Conjoined twins are uncommon, occurring in about 1 in every 5 to 60,000 births. 40 to 60% are stillborn, with 35% surviving only 1 day.
After their delivery, we are so much concerned about their growth, learning, and then fulfilling their destiny if they were not separated.
As you might expect, living physically connected to someone else was difficult.
They couldn't stop crying because of their position. Feeding them was very, very difficult. And at times, one would want to sleep and the other one want to be awake. So for them, it was a kind of inconvenience. I felt for them.
We are also concerned about their health and a lot of societal issues concerning the Siamese twins. And we know definitely that we need surgery for them to live their separate life. But as a family, we don't have the strength, but we need support.
The medical expertise and equipment required to perform such a major surgery were not available at the time. And even if they were, it would require a medical miracle. 1 week after the twins' birth, finally, some encouraging news.
Dr. Lekpegbeton informed me that Asiwaju Bola and Tinubu have a key interest concerning the twins and is ready to assist us for them to live their separate life.
I was surprised when my husband told me that Asiwaju knew about it. We don't know him from anywhere. And after a few days, his wife also came to visit us, Senator Tinubu, at the island, and they are assuring us that all is going to be well.
Senator Tinubu asked us whether we have passport for the trip, and we told her we don't have. He said we should not bother, that he will arrange everything for us for the journey, for the separation of my twins.
John Hopkins Children's Center in Baltimore, Maryland, and a team of 17 were assembled for the task, including Dr. Henry Lau, the director of pediatric surgery.
I was nervous about flying. I've never had experience of international flight before. But she assured us that Asiwaju Bola and Tinubu will do the needful for the trip and make it a success trip for every one of us.
I was concerned because this is the first time that I was separated with them after their birth, for them to go for the surgery, but I left them to the hands of God.
Mr. Shobowale and the girls arrived safely in the United States. We settled at his nephew's house, Dr. Sikiru Tinubu, and 2 days later, we went to the hospital. It was surgery day, and all of the plans had been laid out. But now, it was time to put them into action.
On that fateful morning, for the operation, I was scared. When the team of doctors take them away from us, I couldn't tell if I'm saying bye-bye to either one or two of them. But I have the faith in my mind that they will survive it.
The surgical team met at 8 a.m. to administer anesthesia to the twins. At 11 a.m., the twins' chest bone, abdominal wall, and liver were separated and split between the babies.
At interval, nurses will come to check on us at the reception end to assure us that everything is going on and give us the feedback. But we are scared. But we keep on praying throughout the period of that 5 hours for the operation.
Following the 1-hour surgical separation, the medical team divided into 2 groups, one for each twin, to close the incision in the conjoined area. Surgery was completed 1 hour later at 1 p.m. and both twins were in recovery. The surgery went very smoothly with no problems at all, said Dr. Colombani, chairman of the pediatric surgery. The twins' next step is to live a normal life. They will grow up to be healthy little girls.
After the operation, we were told that the 2 of them survived the operation. And it was a blessing to us that seeing the 2 of them living a separate life when they were brought out from the operation. John Hopkins Hospital took care of them very well. And after a few days, we were discharged to go home. And any moment from now, we can go back to Nigeria.
After the surgery, I saw them and I burst into tears that these 2 girls can live separate lives. They could crawl normally like normal children. They could walk. They could do things on their own. You know, I'm so grateful to God and, you know, to the people that helped them.
With the surgery over and their health restored, the children would get to live a normal life.
All I want to say is to say a big thank you to Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. The generosity, the large heart, didn't know us from anywhere, and he took interest in the case of my family. It was indeed a man that we can never forget in our life. Asiwaju Bola Tinubu visited us, and then he gave us a house above our expectation.
I am the first chairman of this estate, as at the time the gift was given to the family of the Shobowales, the 2 flats that was converted to 1. It will also interest you to know that I was the MC of the first birthday of these God-given beautiful twins.
Hi, I'm Favor.
Hi, I'm Faithful, and we were born
conjoined.
conjoined. Now we're separate, thank goodness, because she would have constantly stressed me out. Well, she stresses me sometimes though.
Honestly, I don't remember us being conjoined because we were still very little then and we probably didn't know anything. But according to what my mom told me, I know it must have been a very, very difficult situation. I'm very, very glad that we were given the opportunity to be able to live our separate lives, all thanks to God in the life of Asiwaju Bola Tinubu. And now we can live our separate lives, have separate friends, go to separate schools, and do things differently.
Our story inspired me to pursue a course in medicine, which is physiotherapy, that I'm currently studying at the University of Lagos. We also have this desire of also studying the course medicine in the university that we're separated, which is John Hopkins University. I desire to study medicine, and she desires to study nursing. We want to do this in order to give back to the society and also to Asiwaju for the act of kindness that he showed towards me and my sister.
One thing that I want to really say is that for somebody to show love out of gold, somebody that you don't even know before, and you want to take it upon yourself. There are many people even in government that they might not even be able to say anything. Many have had, even after their own births, there are some Siamese twins that are born that nobody even come to their rescue. But it's just to see somebody with heart of love, heart of God, to be able to show care. This is Asiwaju, and I want to say thank you very much. And God will be with him in all his endeavor in Jesus' name.
A simple act of kindness changed our story. That is our Asiwaju story.
A tremendous amount of unnecessary pain and suffering can be avoided by ensuring universal access to adequate health care.